Wall Street volatility spread to Asian and European markets this week. The American Enterprise Institute's Desmond Lachman says investors have reasons to worry.
It looks like the Fed is now having to raise interest rates by more than people had expected. Some of the noises coming out of the Federal Reserve that it might do that, that is unsettling investors. Also, the trade side, the uncertainty over China, that is certainly an impact.
The tariff war between the U.S. and China is the focus of the International Monetary Fund World Bank meeting in Bali. IMF Managing Director Christine Lagarde is urging de-escalation.
We estimate that escalation of current trade tensions could reduce global GDP by almost 1% over the next 2 years. Clearly, we need to de-escalate these disputes. But just as clearly, we need to reform the global trade system to make it even better, fairer, stronger, mutually beneficial to all nations and all people, and fit for the future.
President Donald Trump blamed the Federal Reserve for contributing to financial market turmoil.
I think the Fed is making a mistake. They're so tight. I think the Fed has gone crazy.
Trump has taken credit for the growing U.S. economy. Analysts agree his policies produced a short-term boost to the already booming U.S. economy. Over the longer term, they worry the administration's rising trade and budget deficits, which have led the Federal Reserve to increase interest rates, could hurt emerging economies.
As the interest rates in the United States rise, as the dollar strengthens, the money that was going to the emerging markets now comes back to the United States, and those emerging market economies like, say, Argentina or Turkey or South Africa that didn't use that money well and that have got big imbalances, big deficits, they are now having great trouble dealing with the different monetary situation in the United States.
Add to that the U.S.-China tariff war. The World Bank President Jim Yong Kim is warning the developing world to brace for future trade spats.
We have to think hard about what they need to do now to prepare for worsening trade tensions. So yes, we're very concerned, and we're working with every single one of our countries to prepare them in case it gets worse.
China says it is communicating with Washington amidst reports of a planned meeting between President Xi Jinping and President Trump next month. Patsy Widakuswara, VOA News at the White House.